Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you might watch this, wherever you might watch this. I'm Joe Bernstein, and I help people in their lives step into more courage, transform their inner world, take bolder action in life, be willing to take risks, grow their relationships. And ultimately, my work is to help people move from being in a victim or consumer consciousness to a creator consciousness. And you might think, well, like I'm a creator, like I'm badass, I have a good career, I have a good family, but like there's in each of us, even me included, there's parts of ourselves, there's places in life where we go to that consumer or victim energy and we're not fully showing up as a creator. So the work is to integrate, the work is to become congruent. And I want to talk today about skills to become more courageous and how a creator chooses courage in all of the moments where we have the capacity to hide or to stand back and to play it safe, where there's vulnerability and we just don't know how to move forward. So the story that this comes from, well, comes from a lot of things. It's integrated in my life daily and the life of my clients. But I'm working with a client this morning and we've been working really hard on a few things. And one is him speaking up more in his workplace. He is in a leadership role and he finds that a lot of the time he really tries to take time to massage his message so that he can create buy-in. But in the end of the day, he loses potency. We'll talk about that in a moment. And often he doesn't even speak his full truth because he doesn't want to rock the boat. The other thing we're working on is with his marriage, in his partnership. He's been with his wife for 13 years now, and things are just kind of dried up and stale. So we're working on him stepping into action to create more emotional connection, deeper understanding, more intimacy, for him to understand what he wants when it comes to love and relationship. And so he can communicate that and find out what she wants. Easy work. Not easy work. This is hard work, and I'm so glad he's chosen me to help him, and he's doing great. But anyway, we were digging deep. I asked him to look at some of the work of Brené Brown, to check out some of the books, to check out the TED Talks. And one of his revelations when he watched the TED Talks is he realized he always, when there's times to choose courage, he backs away. What he wants for himself is to actually be able to more spontaneously step into courageous moments in conversation, to speak up his truth, to share an unpopular opinion, to be bolder in asking for what he wants, to be more honest in the moments where things feel challenging or hard, or he sees an opportunity that other people don't see. And when we kept digging and digging and just a layer deeper, a level deeper, a layer deeper, a level deeper, just continuing to ask him questions and ask him to tell me more of what that means and what would be the risk if that happened or this happened and what could go wrong and what's the fear and what's the possibility. And we landed in this place where he stopped and he goes, damn it. I realized that I always believe it's the right thing to do to go and prepare for difficult moments, for courageous conversations. And the reason I do that is because I'm telling myself that I want to create the biggest impact, that I want to create buy-in with my team, or I want to choose my words wisely with my wife so she understands me. But he realizes that deep down, the fear is that he can't rebound or survive if people think he's wrong, if his decision or opinion gets overruled, if he creates disharmony, if he rocks the boat. He doesn't trust his own resilience, and he doesn't trust other people to be able to rebound from that, to create from that. So what he realized is he's always preparing to play it safe, which helped me understand that there is a progression. And I can even see this progression in the arc of my work on courageous conversation with my own life, which is a lot of the time we choose option 0, right? We choose to avoid hard conversations. We choose to hold back from speaking our truth. We choose that the comfort is better than being courageous. We choose comfort over courage. We choose fear over love. We choose safety over growth. This is normal. That's been beaten into us in many ways that a clean, tidy, normal, safe life is where the good stuff is. But we often suffer when we attach to that. So when we learn to step into more courageous conversations, often the trajectory is, well, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to have this conversation, but I'm going to prepare. And I really recommend people prepare for hard and important conversations. But if the preparation comes from the intention to guard yourself, to play it safe, if the preparation is so that you don't rock the boat, if the preparation is so that you don't put yourself at risk, you're actually playing not to lose instead of playing to win. So the next rung of the ladder, the next option you can choose is once you realize that's not serving you anymore, because for a while that serves you. It helps you realize like, oh, I can actually step into hard conversations and come out safely, come out unscathed. I can learn from them. So the next option is option B, preparation to create the deepest impact. What does that mean? That means taking time to prepare your 2 or 3 bullet points that you really want someone to understand and know. And when I do this with a client, what it looks like is I'll ask them, when they get up and leave and walk away from this conversation, what are the 3 most important things you want them to understand? So preparing to communicate that with clarity, with meaning, with impact. Preparing to find a way for your words to actually penetrate people's own armor and move towards a deeper impact, move towards them understanding you more, move towards some sort of collaboration, move towards some sort of growth, some sort of creation. So option B, preparing to create deeper impact, having more clarity, preparing to actually champion your own beliefs and your own values and the possibility of how you could grow in this conversation. What that often looks like to me is asking even bolder questions like, what's your responsibility for moving this forward, for creating a solution, for overcoming the conflict or the challenge? From a place of integrity, how can you and everyone involved grow the most from this opportunity? And then also curiosity, like, yeah, you're preparing to make your point, but what do you want to go in and learn? What don't you know about the situation, the other person, that you can also learn? What questions should you be prepared to ask the other party or parties? And then there's option C. Living a courageous life, choosing courage over comfort, often means that we graduate to a place where we have deep self-trust. We know we're resilient. We know we can survive rocking the boat. We know that we'll be okay if momentarily someone doesn't like us or if someone doesn't like us for the rest of their lives. We know that we can repair any breach that's made from being bold and jumping in and being courageous. We know that our relationships are strong enough to last through potential conflict and to come out better on the other side. And so we let go of preparing so heavily, and we're willing to take risk in the moment and just speak our truth and just challenge someone else's belief and just share the thing that's deep inside of our heart or share the thing we're feeling in that moment. So that's option C. Now, each of these relies on you building a new level of self-trust and resilience. And the core belief we're working on through this kind of work, choosing courage over comfort, choosing love over fear, risking and choosing growth and the potential of life over safety, it's self-trust work. It's work in being grounded and rooted in knowing that no matter what happens, you'll survive and you'll thrive and you'll grow. The only way to do it is to step in. And I was at a spin class this morning because I've actually been trying to do more strength training actually physically with myself with weights and body weight stuff. And I've been doing it, but I also just love this Monday morning spin class. The teacher is so amazing. She pushes us, she engages us, she's inspiring. And we were towards the end of the class today, and she had us doing these sprints, and they were hard sprints. I mean, we had resistance up, and we were doing 8-second sprints. She had like the men going first, the women going second, or vice versa, right? We were just 8-second sprints where everything was in red. Oh, there's a timer going off for time blocking. So the next minute or two, you're going to hear a timer in the background. Anyway, so essentially, she had us doing these sprints. And it was hard. And we were coming up to the last couple of sprints. And she literally said that this is the moment that you get better by getting stronger. This is the moment that you can choose to relax. We got 1 minute left in this class. And you can push to the next level. You can show yourself and your body that you've got more than you think you do. The same goes for these challenging conversations. The same goes for choosing courage over comfort. So just for today, can you move from option 0, which I didn't even list on here, maybe I'll add it, which is just hiding, to option A, preparing to play it safe, or option B, preparing to create the deepest, most powerful impact, or option C, trusting your resilience and just jumping into the fire, jumping into the flame, and knowing that you and your relationships and your business partnerships and your family will be okay and stronger on the other side. Choose courage over comfort, baby. That's what I got for you today. Rock out your week. Start Monday strong. Peace. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.